Guys, so another video today. I'm going to talk about low carb, high protein meal or snack options. Not necessarily meals you prepare, but things that you can have on the go or during a quick break or anything like that. Quick bicep shot. All right. So let's see. I am a Redcon tier operator. Obviously, Redcon, or unfortunately Redcon, is not in the low carb niche. I mean, the protein powders, the MRA lights, all work as meal replacements. But I'm talking about you need something to like eat. So they do have the B.A.R bar. I'm gonna start with that one. Not on the top of my list. I mean, they're delicious. I love them as far as taste and everything. But as far as carbs go, you always want to look at net carbs. This one has 20 grams, 4 grams of fiber, so 16 grams of carbs. So you could probably get away with eating one of these a day, probably or preferably before or after the gym. So that wouldn't be too bad. But there are better options out there for that. And obviously other companies and things that you can get, just anywhere else, not necessarily through Redcon or at the supermarket, preferably or through Amazon, things like that. All right, so one of the key things to remember is when you're looking for low carbs, you want to check net carbs. The things I'm telling you about today are legit net carb, low carb, because having been a medic, I have checked. I've actually used products that claim to be low carb, and the way that the FDA requires them to list carbs, or the way they're finding loopholes through carbs, is saying, hey, you know what, these are net carbs, but technically this doesn't count as a sugar or a carbohydrate because it's digested differently, or your body doesn't digest it. Certain types of sugars, erythritol being one of them. But like I've used some bars. I'll use a company, Quest, where my blood sugar actually goes up after I eat the bar, but its net carbs are like 4, so it shouldn't have a net effect. I mean, it would go up if you're looking at 10 or 15, but at 4 it shouldn't, and it does. I used to be a medic, so these are things I've checked my blood sugar on a lot of these, and legit, I'm looking for a spike because I don't want to sabotage my own diet. All right, so quick basic, my always go-to, I get these at Walmart or Albertsons, or cheese sticks, man. The mozzarella, Parmesan cheese sticks. I'll probably eat 9 of these a day. So this is probably my go-to for everything. I just love cheese sticks. So I don't get tired of eating cheese sticks. Sometimes I'll wrap them in a low-carb tortilla, put it in the microwave, things like that. But that's a quick go-to. I'm going to get into more specialty, fancy items. I'm going to go through beef jerkies. Now, you need to be careful with beef jerky. I'm going to tell you why. They use sugar a lot when making beef jerky. For the flavor, makes it taste a lot better. So actually, a lot of beef jerkies you'd imagine would be low carb because meat is low carb, but they're not, because they're marinated or they're basted. Is that the correct term? You baste it in sugar or some kind of a sugary substance. So you need to be real careful. A lot of times you need to look for the keyword beef stick. So like these, I got at Albertsons, and they should be low carb. Dietary fiber carbs 2. All right, so here's one perfect example: 15 grams of protein. I got these at Vitamin Shop. They're called Wicked Cuts. This is 15 grams of protein and 4 grams of carbs. So this one's a little higher. I'm wondering why. Did they use sugar? So yeah, see, seasoning corn syrup solids. That's sugar. All right. Jack Link's beef steak. That's the key one, because the other ones have carbs. This only has 1 gram carbs. And it gets you really tired from chewing because it's kind of hard, so and rough. But, just basics that you can get anywhere. Cheese sticks, those more specialty items. These Quest cookies are legit. The bars, like I said, but I've probably eaten easily over 100 of these cookies. So I'm quite tired of them. I've been eating them for almost 2 years now, or since they came out. So not my favorite anymore, but they were delicious when I first tried them. Really like the just regular chocolate chip. The chocolate chip is also good. Did not like the other flavors, all right? And you can get Quest bars at Albertsons, or Quest cookies at Albertsons, Walmart's, basically anywhere, Vitamin Shop. Any vitamin place should have the Quest ones. And on the back it says total carbs, not 19. But again, we're looking at net, so dietary fibers 9. And then it has erythritol, which is 6 grams. So you subtract the fiber and the erythritol, which is 15, which leaves you with 4 grams of total carbs. So this one would be legit, good to go. These protein puffs by Shrew Food. Shrew Food. I get these through Amazon, actually. They're kind of expensive. I think it's $12 for 8. But it tastes just like cereal. It really does. This was strawberries and cream. It tastes like a cereal. I guess you could maybe... I just eat it like this because I can't have milk because milk has carbs. But it is high protein, low carb, 13 grams protein, 3 grams carbs. Cookies and cream. It comes in, I believe, a cocoa flavor as well. But I do get these through Amazon. They're pretty good. Like I said, they're crunchy. Hits that sweet spot or that sweet craving. Low carb. I usually have at least one of these a day, and these are the 5%, knock the carb out. The bars are delicious. They're really high in fat, but let's see, it says total carbohydrates 25, dietary fiber 17, so it gives you about 8 grams of one sugar alcohol, so 7 grams of carbs, 19 grams of fat. They're really good. I love the peanut butter one. The chocolate chip cookie dough is pretty good. The chocolate one's pretty good. I haven't tried the coconut one, but this is the knockout bar. I've seen them at the Supplement Expresses here in town. I'm not sure if they sell them at like vitamin shops. I haven't seen them at Walmart or any major retailers. The cookie is delicious. It's a keto cookie, 21 grams of protein, 1 gram net carbs. Really good. I really like these chocolate chip cookies. They're delicious. So highly recommend this one as well. One place you can get them is, I'll put a link below. You can go directly to the site, and it should still work. If you create an account and hit new customer or enter new customer 25, it'll give you 25% off your first order. So what I do is they sell them as a pack together, so you get a discount. They're under stacks. So you get the stack for 55, and then you get 25% off of that. So it comes out, they come out to about $2 each with the discount. All right, so you're paying about 40 bucks. Yeah, I'd say about 40 bucks for 20 of them. So $2 each. Like I said, it's expensive. The low carb lifestyle is expensive, which is why I probably eat so many cheese sticks a day. That's the cheaper route. Let me see. These, I just ordered these the other day. All right, so the link for these are below. New customer 25 is the discount code. Pretty sure about that. All right, so the low carb protein donuts. These are expensive. I think the regular price on these is like $4 each. All right, Elite. They're by Elite Sweets. $4 each. Now I found coupon codes. I think it was Elite 10. I don't know. You might just want to Google coupon codes if you're going to order it from them. So I ended up paying about $2.80 a piece, which is still really expensive. And they come in 3 flavors: chocolate, cinnamon sugar, and birthday cake. Have to say, I really thought the chocolate was going to be the good one, so I over-ordered on the chocolates. They weren't my favorite. Actually, the birthday cake is delicious, and the cinnamon sugar is pretty delicious too. So highly, I mean, it just depends if you got that kind of money. I had that kind of money. I had a little bit of extra money. So I went ahead and placed the orders just to try them. And I ended up, I'm one of those people that's like, oh, if you order $100, you get free shipping. So I ended up ordering $100 worth of them, which is actually only like 30 of them, if that. So, but they're good. Yeah, this one's frozen. Obviously, you have to freeze them. They go bad. So, yeah, that's the Elite Donuts. This is really good. They are, I mean, it's kind of, I guess my taste buds are ruined. If you're just starting a low carb diet, you're gonna be like, this tastes like shit. But if you've been low carbing it like me and Kim have for as long as we have, it just tastes like a donut that was left in the conference room from yesterday's meeting, and you're eating it the next morning. Kind of like that. But it's got that donut flavor, that donut texture, that, I guess satiety that, you get from eating it or craving those foods. So if, you're really craving something, hey man, it's the closest thing without wrecking your diet. But, shit, it's $3. Like I'd much rather get more of these cookies. than these. This is I'm probably never going to order these again. Yeah. All right. And then for quick on the go, like if I know I'm going to be at a training or I have jury duty or something like that, and I don't want to break out the shaker cup and start shaking stuff up, I just get these muscle milks. They sell them at Albertsons. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them through Amazon. I want to say I probably pay about $1 each through Amazon. Total carbs is 6, but fiber is 4, so total carbs is 2, protein's 25. And these are delicious. The vanilla and chocolate ones are delicious. I've never tried the strawberry because the strawberry is never on sale, and I'm all about saving money. And that's basically what it comes down to, is if it isn't on sale, I am buying it. The other thing, I'll make a review on the ISO pastas. I've ordered those before. If you Google ISO pasta, they're expensive, but it's a low carb, high protein pasta, and it almost tastes like pasta. I mean, like I said, you have to take into account that, you know, carbs trigger that just feeling of goodness in your brain. And so since you're eating it, it's almost hitting the taste buds, but it's not hitting that pleasure center like crack does. And literally, if you look at sugar and crack on a brain scan, they target the same receptors, pleasure receptors in the brain that are telling it, hey man, I love this. So it is a very addicting substance. Sugar is. Once you break the addiction, like I said, the cravings, we don't have them as much anymore. It's very rare that we're like, oh man, we need to, you know, I think this we broke our diet this weekend. We had some pizza, and I was really craving sour gummies, or what are the warhead, not warheads, sour gummy heads. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not. Those I was really craving, so I had a bag of those. But it's very rare that, you know, once you kind of break that dependence or that addiction to sugar, that you're just like really gonna do that. And as someone who binges, you know, it's very difficult. You know, I have to be very careful, because once I make that excuse to binge, it's on. I'm like, well, I already broke my diet. Might as well just eat a whole box of cereal. I already broke my diet. Might as well eat a whole thing. So these are pretty good at staving off any kind of breaking from the diet. Like I said, way I see it is, I want to get to my results as quickly as possible. If I give myself cheat days, if I give myself cheat meals, I'm just setting back that progress. So it's not like, you know, once I get to that goal, I can go ahead and have it. But while I'm getting there, I want to stay on track. So that is options for low carb. Oh, the other one, pork rinds. Pork rinds are all pretty much low carb. So yeah, the real pork rinds, not the fake ones. I think you guys know what I mean. If you're Hispanic, they'll sell like the stuff that's fried, but it's made from mice. It's not pork rinds, but you have to make sure if they're legit pork rinds, they're going to be low carb, so you can eat pork rinds as well. That's another go-to if I'm, you know, having a craving and I need something crunchy to eat on. So there you have it. Any questions, guys, feel free to contact me. But that is my review of low carb products. I hope someday, Redcon, it was supposed to come out with these. They didn't. I don't know what happened. When I know, you'll know. And I from what I know, they're not in the works of coming out with anything as far as a low carb bar. Like I said, that's a market that is already really saturated with other companies. So they're very successful with the bars they have. And maybe someday, I hopefully, because, you know, I'm all about saving money. And the more money I can save, I mean, if I could get it cheaper than these, I would switch. But like I said, these don't disappoint. 5% nutrition, knock the carb out bars and cookies. And if you can't, you know, order anything like that, like I said, you can always go to Albertsons. You get the beef jerky, beef sticks, pork rinds, cheese sticks, and those are good go-tos. Like I'd say nuts, but nuts tend to be a little high in carbs once you eat more than a handful. And I'm one of those types of people that can eat an entire thing of almonds just sitting there watching TV. Just, you know, before you know it, I'm like, and Kim will make fun of me because, like, if it happens, I'll put it back and it only has like 5 in it, and she laughs at me for that. I'm like, I didn't finish it. So, you know, to me, that's a mental accomplishment. But best of luck on your journey, guys. Any questions you ask me, let me know. I'll try to respond as best I can. You all have a great day. Thank you for watching.